Welcome back. Well, in our last video, we explored why two people can experience similar events and yet have completely different experiences and outcomes. We discovered that anxiety is less about what actually happened than the support system and the safety and the connection that we needed to process what happened was there. But that leaves us with an important question. If the danger is over, why does the anxiety continue? Why does a person still feel nervous years later? Why does the body react when there's no immediate threat? Why can't we simply tell ourselves, it's okay, it's over, and move on? To understand that, we need to learn a little bit about the nervous system. Imagine for a moment that your nervous system is like a sophisticated alarm system. Its primary job is not happiness, its job is survival. And every second of every day, your nervous system is scanning your environment, asking one question: am I safe? Most of this process happens automatically. You don't consciously think about it. Your brain and body are constantly gathering information from your surroundings, your memories, your relationships, and even your own thoughts. When your nervous system detects safety, it allows you to relax, connect, learn, create, experience joy, experience life. When it detects danger, it shifts into protection. Your heart rate increases, your muscles tighten, your breathing changes, your attention narrows. This response is really helpful if there is really an emergency or danger. For instance, if a car swerves into your lane, you want that nervous system to react instantly. The problem occurs when your nervous system continues responding as if the danger is still there, long after the danger has passed. Imagine you're walking through the woods, and one day a snake strikes you from the grass beside the trail. You survive, you recover physically, the wounds heal. Months later, when you're walking through grass again, close to the woods again, the wind rustles through the grass, and your heart races, your stomach tightens, your muscles prepare to react. Why? Because your nervous system remembers. It learned that rustling grass might signal danger. It's trying to protect you. The nervous system is not asking whether the danger is present right now. It's asking whether this situation resembles anything dangerous from the past. This is one reason anxiety can feel so confusing. The mind says, I'm fine. The nervous system says, last time something like this hurt us. And the nervous system always speaks louder than logic does. You know, many people try to think their way out of anxiety. Well, that doesn't happen because anxiety is rarely a thinking problem. It's a safety problem. So let's look at another example. Imagine a child who grows up in a home where anger is unpredictable. Nobody hits him, nobody yells at him every day, but he never knows when somebody's going to explode. Over time, his nervous system becomes highly alert. He learns to watch facial expressions, learns to listen for changes in tones, and learns to anticipate problems before they can happen. This skill helps him survive childhood, but now he's 35 years old, and his spouse comes home from work, tired and quiet. Immediately he feels anxious, not because the spouse is dangerous, But because his nervous system learned decades ago that silence might mean trouble, the original danger is gone. The protective pattern remains. This is what many people misunderstand about anxiety. The anxious response is not evidence that something is wrong with you. It's evidence that something happened to you. Or perhaps something important did not happen for you. Your nervous system adapted, and adaptation is what nervous systems do. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first, it requires balance, tremendous concentration. Eventually, it becomes automatic. The nervous system learns through repetition. Anxiety patterns develop the same way. Repeated experiences of uncertainty, criticism, fear, rejection, abandonment, unpredictability, or overwhelm. These teach the nervous system to remain on guard. Over time, protection becomes the default setting. Fortunately, nervous system can learn new patterns too. Just as it learned danger, it can learn safety. The process is called neuroplasticity. That simply means the brain can change. New experiences create new pathways. New patterns create new expectations. The nervous system begins updating its information. Instead of constantly saying what could go wrong, it gradually learns to ask, what if I'm safe right now? This doesn't happen through force or criticism, and it certainly doesn't happen because somebody says, stop worrying. Yeah, that works. It happens through repeated experiences of safety in your body, safety in your relationship, safety in your environment, safety in your connection with yourself. Every time you pause and breathe, every time you recognize you're safe in this moment, every time you challenge an old belief, every time you receive support, every time you stay present rather than running from discomfort, you are teaching your nervous system something new. You're helping it to update its old survival map. Think of it this way. Imagine a GPS unit in an old car that you used years ago, and at one point you started to go down this road and the GPS said, no, road closed. Okay. You turn around, you go a different way. Well, years later, the road closure has been fixed and traffic flows normally through there, but the GPS never received the information that it was safe to go through there. So it continues to reroute you because it believes the road was closed. Many anxious nervous systems are operating from outdated information, just like that old GPS. The protection system is responding to yesterday's danger instead of today's reality. Healing involves helping the nervous system receive the update. The road is open now. You survived. Yay! You're not the same person you were then. You have more resources, more wisdom, more awareness, hopefully more support. And perhaps for the first time, you're learning to create safety from within. The goal is not to eliminate the anxious feeling. The goal is to help your nervous system recognize the difference between a memory and a present moment threat. Because when your nervous system begins to trust that you're safe, something remarkable happens. The energy that was once spent on protection becomes available for living, for connection, for creativity, for joy, for purpose, for peace. That's where true healing begins.